What's going on, everybody? It's Underdog, the host with the most. This is the Undercard, Season 8, Episode 5, Weapons Encouraged. The season of combat continues after a very successful premium live event we had last week that absolutely popped off over on YouTube. So thank you for all the views and support on that side of things. That really means a lot to me, and it makes me feel like this is all not a waste of time. So I appreciate everybody, and I appreciate that a lot. Anyway, we had titles that were defended and some that were changed. Current women's champion Ronda Rousey, current tag team champions Scorpion and Sub-Zero, and current undercard champion, newly crowned from last week, Luke Cage. We did not, however, have an explosion at the end of that explosive barbed wire death match. It just wasn't meant to be. But I think today will be a very explosive episode. Let's get started. Let's look at the card. Let's see what the matches in store for us here today might be. We're going to open up the show with some women's action as Brooke Tessmacher takes on Mileena from Mortal Kombat. Then we've got tag team division action underway as AOP teams up against William Regal and Tajiri. Then Finlay from WCW and WWE competes against DC supervillain the Joker. Then we've got the return of He-Man. Eat that pizza, He-Man. We've got He-Man versus Al Snow. Then more women's action as Hikaru Shida takes on Bull Nakano in an absolutely fantastic Japanese matchup there. I'm excited for that one. That's a big match that we're seeing really early on in the season, but that's just the way that the rankings go. Then we have, from the UFC, Quinton Rampage Jackson going one-on-one with Ronald McDonald. Both of those looking for a very important victory here in Season 8. And then, of course, we have a main event, and it is the number one contender for the Undercard Championship. It's Bobby Lashley versus Damian Priest. The winner will face Luke Cage in the main event next week for the title. Let's get started. Let's get started. Fight. There we go. We rung the bell. Action underway, and I think the links are working and the commands should be running. We have a Twitter link, even though it's not called Twitter anymore. It's called X. And I wish Brooke Tessmacher was my ex. Anyway, dropkick from Tessmacher, the former model, the extreme one, taking things to the extreme here against Mileena in the corner with that cabal stretch, but the rope break might have to break that up and get right back to it. Into the corner we go. Missed the lariat. Women's action kicking off the show. We've got 3 divisions all the time. Obviously, it's the women's tag and, of course, that beloved, much focused upon undercard division, the main roster. But here's a suplex and a slam there. Turned it into a big scoop slam. Gonna pick her up by the hair. Mileena and Brooke Tessmacher kind of on the losing end here early in the season, but because it's so early, they have plenty of time to make up some ground here to start things running. Oh, down goes Mileena, and she's just gonna sit right on her face. Raking the eye. Drop kick. Taking her down. It's early. They've got a lot of ground to cover, and they can absolutely do it here. We run off of a ranking-based system here in the undercard, even though everything is completely randomized and simulated. The wins and losses matter. They're very important, especially for these two women right here, as Mileena kicks her right in the face.
1, 2.
2 count. Melina's 0-1, and Brooke Tessmacher also 0-1, so both looking for that first victory of Season 8. Spin kick takes her down. And now Melina's going to sit on her face. Colonel Sanders with a 2 count. Headlock takeover. 5 minutes gone in the opening contest. This is the Undercard, Season 8, Episode 5, Weapons Encouraged. We want to see some weapons here. I know Mileena has size in her back pocket somewhere. I'm not even sure if she has pockets, but we know she's going to bring out some weapons, or I at least hope she does. It would be really awkward if we went through this whole episode without seeing a weapon, so please. I want to see it. And there's one! Yes, she listened! There's a fork.
Give up.
Straight to your head. One of her, we'll just pretend that was a sigh, but Brooke Tessmacher busted open on that one, and dice and slice to the head. Mileena with the claw attack, and 1, 2, and Brooke Tessmacher is bleeding. Head injury could put things away. Styles clash, but the ropes are going to save Brooke Tessmacher for just a few more minutes in this one. Tried to do a running corner attack, got reversed, and stabbed in the head anyway.
Give up. Give up.
Is she going to give up? I would. I would give up right there. Big clothesline. And down with the shoulder tackle. Mileena sitting on top. Trying to get that quick 3, and she did. Too much damage had been dealt, and she's just going to taunt her way into victory here. Alrighty. Next up, tag team action. You want to see it? It's about to happen. AOP versus Regal and Tajiri. And this is kind of actually an interesting matchup in the way that AOP gained success in a company called NXT. And William Regal was a trainer there. He might have, had a hand in training these two gentlemen right here. I'm not sure if he did. I'd have to double check my sources, but I would not be surprised. And there's a rolling chop from Regal into the barricade. Razor and Akam, the members of AOP, the authors of pain, trying to inflict some pain on Regal on the outside, while Tajiri's just going to sit there in his corner. I guess that's fine. Throws Razor back into the ring, but I believe we're going to get a tag here to Tajiri. Tag rules apply. Low blow. There was a chair involved, and the poison missed 3 times in a row. Oh, my God. How can he see? He's got to be blind. Oh, trying to pick up the big man. It did not work. Tajiri has a size disadvantage, as obviously he is a cruiserweight, and I believe Razor would be at least super heavyweight. Oh boy, he missed the mist. Eye poke though, and Akam having trouble with the quickness of Tajiri, the speed, and he's just spamming these moves. Eye pokes, missed. We've got it all, and a tag to his partner there in the corner. William Regal takes him down. And the chair is in play, ladies and gentlemen. Double team beatdown. And face first into the corner, and a neck breaker right on the chair. That's what we love to see. We like it getting extreme. A lot of members of this roster from that legendary ECW locker room. Obviously, Tajiri, a multiple-time Cruiserweight champion, and competed in ECW as well. And Regal likes violence in his own right. Bare-knuckle brawler. Ain't nothing pretty about the way Regal fights. Catching you up on the side of that chin with those European uppercuts, and he took down a big man right there. Hits hard and doesn't ask questions. Tag to Tajiri. Been using that poison mist a lot in this matchup because it's so effective. Why would you, if you got it, use it, I guess. And Tajiri with those dangerous buzzsaw kicks. Calls himself the Japanese buzzsaw for a reason, because he will pick you apart with those kicks. So dangerous. And there's a big suplex out of the corner. Akam now getting his eyes poked out. Suplex all the way outside of the ring goes to Tajiri, and now he's going to be in big trouble as both members of AOP are just going to hand him an absolute beatdown, and Regal's going to come around the corner, kick him in the ass. Try to save Tajiri for a second there. Neck breaker on the outside. Steel chair, swinging for the fences. Right in front of the audience, a suplex to Tajiri. And Regal getting slammed. And Tajiri trying to knock down AOP. And they can fight outside here as long as they want. There's no countouts. Clothesline into the barricade goes Regal. Razor's the one with hair. By the way. Oh no, watch out! Akam! Oh, drop kick right to the face. What's that taste like? Rubber. The bottom of Tajiri's shoes. Double suplex from Regal and Tajiri working together. An odd pairing, but they work together so well nonetheless. And a kick to the side of the head. Knee drop. Razor back to his feet. A big man, not going to let that slow him down. He's wearing body armor that might protect him a little bit from some of this, but I don't know. Not when it comes to the top of your dome, buddy. Single leg hold and break up out of the submission there. That's how you save your partner in these tag team matches. Clothesline, knocks down Regal. Sledgehammer keeping him down. The Authors of Pain, a perfect name for this team. They know how to cause big damage quickly. And a tag to Tajiri. Speaking about quickness, here is Tajiri back in the match. And a neck breaker. And a back breaker. Colonel Sanders has to get control of this match before it falls apart. These tag matches always have a way of devolving into nothing but a brawl. And I'm okay with it for a little bit, but some organization, please, buzzsaw kick to the head. Finisher by Tajiri, that'll knock anybody out. 1, 2, and he got there in time for the kick. Just had to break that up, had no choice. That would have been the end of the match, and it doesn't matter. I think the effect is going to leave you wobbly and dizzy and wishing that you just took the 3 count and went home with a loss. Super kick, moonsault, combo by Tajiri, and Razor again is going to have to back him up. He's going to have to save his partner. Oh, last chapter. The double move by AOP caught Tajiri off guard. Regal's going to have to get back into here real quick. Oh, they almost stole the win. Regal with the cutter. Tajiri trying to poke him in the midsection with that chair. Missed, though. Not everything lands, and we're going to have an ad break here in a minute if you're watching on Twitch. Reversal off of the double arm suplex, and AOP is going to land More of a beatdown on Regal on the outside, and Tajiri's gonna... I don't know what Tajiri's trying to do. Actually, I don't know. Botch! Poor Tajiri. Tiger Bomb on top of a kendo stick. The Japanese kendo stick for the Japanese superstar. Why not? And more weapons. Bring them out, boys. This is episode 5. Weapons are encouraged. And that's a sledgehammer. God damn it, we got it all. Got a whole Home Depot down there underneath the ring or something. I don't know where these weapons come from, actually. Are they in the budget? Can we afford them all? I'm not sure. Back in the ring goes Tajiri, and he just flicks somebody off. Who did he call an asshole? Was it me? Russian leg sweep, stomp on to Regal, and no! Kick out at 2. That would have been a quick, awkward ending for Regal, and a Tiger Bomb of his own. We're going to have a quick cover and an unfortunate breakup for Regal. Thought he had it. Oh, last chapter to Regal. Welcome back to NXT, and a submission hold right in the center. Tajiri there to save his partner. And a combo by the Japanese Buzzsaw, and a suplex by Regal. Tag made. This is not the corner you want to be in. Don't... Oh! Ref bump! Good God. We had a ref bump.
Ready, go!
And apparently we had like 7 million minutes of ads. Thanks, Twitch, for that. Stolen finisher, no fucking way! Buzzsaw! Did we just have the trifecta? We just had the trifecta. We just had the trifecta. I don't believe it. I've been looking for the trifecta. There's only one thing missing in this match right now. Can we summon the greatest tag match of all time? Octopus stretch, it's over. We had the botch. We had the ref bump. We had the stolen finisher. But we did not get the critical finish. That was the last piece of the puzzle missing there. Either way, Regal and Tajiri with a victory. That was absolutely bonkers. Okay. Next up, we've got Finlay versus Joker.
Fight!
How does Joker feel about the Irish? That is a leg trip with the cane by Joker.
Duh.
And we've seen Joker pull out all kinds of interesting gadgets and gizmos. That's part of his character. That's part of his arsenal here in the undercard. And I'm excited to see more of Joker as this season continues. And Finlay loves to fight, and he doesn't care who you are. He's going to bring it his all. He's here to compete for himself. He wants the guts. He wants the glory. And there's a nice, perfect drop kick by Finlay with all the experience under his belt. And I don't think he's going to shy away from getting in close against Joker. He just will not care. I mean, one of his best friends is a leprechaun. I think Finlay's seen it all, you know? None of this comedy gimmick is going to piss off Finlay. He's going to be 100% focused in this matchup here. Drops him down with an elbow. Joker in that classic purple comic suit. We've had Batman in the previous season, but this is the season of combat, and it seems like Joker is ready for violence here. Fist to the face. European uppercut returning the favor as a strike exchange continues here. And Finlay gets the last word on that one. Oh, chopped him right in the head. Fireman's carry followed up by a flipping senton. Finlay will throw his entire body weight at you if he has to. Finlay is the type that will do anything to win, and that's the type we love to see here in the undercard, especially here in Season 8, the season of combat, where it's all about violence, embracing the violence, and the weapons are encouraged, and there's a weapon right there to your face, a sickle or a cane. And I think Finlay's already busted open. Into the corner goes Joker. The blood will not slow down Finlay either. Elbow and a knee. Hammer fist by Joker and a Mahistral Cradle. One. That was a smart move by Joker, actually. Quick cover early just to get you, a little bit unhinged. Oh, blocked the counter. Punished him with the sledgehammer. Watagami, Fujiwara armbar. Either way, it was applied for half a second there. Back to the uppercut. And here comes the ground and pound game of Finlay. We like it when it gets a little bit extreme. And I said that I think Undercard might be one of the most extreme, if not the most extreme E-Fed on the internet. Unless somebody's doing like a ECW Fed. Oh, Shillelagh! I don't know if there's any competition. And now the Celtic leg lock there, the Irish twist to the legs. And again, the submission game coming into play here. And Joker has to escape quickly. Doesn't want to tap out this early in the match, and he might not have a choice. Down to the legs. Finlay knows how to take apart an opponent, and Joker's going to have to strike back here. Oh, face first to the knee goes Finlay. He's already busted open, and Joker knows he has to focus on the head. Flipping on top. We're flipping out. Oh, reversed that move. He had it scouted. He got hit by it before. Didn't want to get hit again. 9 minutes into this match from behind. Here's a shin breaker into a dragon screw. Working on the legs. Finlay trying to slow down Joker. Joker again with this inverted face buster. Up top. Joker waiting in time. And he just landed down on him. Cover. One. Two. And Colonel Sanders was ready for the 3, but that was denied as Finlay kicked out, hit him with a pump handle slam onto a pool of blood. Reverse drop DDT. Shades of Joker Sting. This is the real Joker. He's going to beat you up and then laugh about it later. Rolling through. Finlay a little bit slow on the recovery after that one. I think the damage is calculating here. It's adding up. And again, a big move and a cover by Joker. Barely kicked out at 2.5. The more damage you take, the more it may fuel you to continue to give it your all here. Especially if you're in Finlay's position, as a cover was made, but Joker kicked out at 2.5. Missed a heel kick, but he's going to hit him again with this big move. And Finlay stood up wobbly, covered in blood, steps on the toe. Joker with his fancy shoes getting scuffed up in this one. This is a brawl, ladies and gentlemen. This ain't a wrestling match. This is a fight, and Finlay loves to fight, and Joker loves to deliver a dropkick, apparently. Oh, no. Not again! Relentless assault to the head of Finlay. Misses the dropkick. That might be a mistake by Finlay, which is a very rare thing to see. Oh boy, figure four. And he flipped him over. Almost got him in that innovative jackknife pin there. And here comes the elbows of Joker. Back into it. Oh no. Tombstone! That's how Finlay won his previous match here in the undercard.
1, 2.
Oh! Barely kicked out, but the blood is pouring out of Finlay, and you gotta wonder how much is actually left inside of his body. I don't think he was ready for a donation. He's donating blood to the undercard. We're gonna have to summon like a Mayan god or something with the amount of blood that's happening here. And a white noise crashing down goes Joker! Kick out at 2. Drop kick lands right on its mark. Finlay's got to take some time to recover. Smart. You don't always have to go 100 miles per hour. You don't always have to step on the gas, although we would prefer that. I understand the need to slow it down a little bit sometimes. Catch your breath. Get your second wind. Do what it takes to get the 3 count or the submission. Cover on Joker.
2, 3.
And this match is over. Not the way I thought it was going to end, but it ended nonetheless. Okay. Alrighty then. Next up, the 90s are making a comeback because it's He-Man versus Al Snow. Anybody that's a fan of action figures has probably had an action figure of one, if not both of these characters right here. Did Al Snow come with a mop? Where's Moppy? I'm not sure if Moppy will make an undercard appearance. But what about Head? I don't think Head will make an appearance either. Al Snow is kind of unhinged and crazy. If you don't know what I'm talking about, all you need to know is that Al Snow is probably not all there in the head. And that is why he's here in the undercard. There was no more room at the insane asylum for Al Snow. He's so crazy that he will do anything. And like Finlay, I said, the experience and the hardcore nature of Al Snow is a perfect reason why he was added to the roster of Season 8. But then again, we've got He-Man on the other side here. Took a snapmare. He-Man really needs a big victory here. Wants to get back up to that contendership spot where he was at the beginning of the season. Drop down onto a shoulder. Elbow to the face. Al Snow, relentless assault here early in the match. He-Man gonna have to deal with it somehow. DDT onto a chair. The weapons coming into play, and that's what we love to see. Into the corner goes Al Snow. He-Man a little bit slow on the follow-up, though. And that time he hit him with the clothesline. Sandwiched into the corner, and there's another clothesline by He-Man. And look at the power. This man is pure muscle. And that's muscle ain't just for show. He-Man is literally one of the most powerful characters in the universe. And look at this UFO bomb. 1, 2. And a kick out at 2.5. That almost ended the damn match right there. Elbows, fists, and a discus lariat for good measure. The master of the universe, bringing out the sword of Grayskull. Oh, and he chopped him right in half. Al Snow busted open by the sword. 1, 2. And somehow he kicked out. I didn't see the shoulder get up, but I'm not going to argue with the referee on that one. Because I want this match to continue. I want to see more blood, more violence. There's something wrong with me. There's something wrong with Al Snow because he's still wrestling and he's going to get hit by the sword again. Feel the power of Grayskull. That turns Prince Adam into He-Man and He-Man into a winner. But no, another kick out somehow. Either way, both of those sword strikes have absolutely busted open Al Snow. And what? He just pulled something out of his pants? That's illegal. Suplex. You can't do that. That's indecent exposure. That's not the kind of weapon I want to see, Al Snow. Put that back. Suplex onto the kendo stick.
Yeah.
And a He-Man handle slam, placing him down off the ropes. Yeah. Ultimate splash. He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, pop culture icons here in the undercard. And another ultimate splash with the ultimate power of He-Man. Somehow Al Snow's still alive. He-Man slam. And he's going to do it again. Oh my God. He just wants to win the damn match. Let him. Stop kicking out, Al. Because I don't think this is going your way. But then again, anything can and will happen in the world of wrestling. And there's a kendo stick to the midsection. Trying to shoot on him. And Al Snow's trying to slow him down. And there's a suplex. And again. Not sure if he landed on the kendo stick, but the damage has been dealt either way.
Buster.
Brain Buster. Gray Skull Buster. 1, 2, 3. Finally. Yeah, that was pretty dominant of He-Man there, actually. He started off slowly, but then got back into his game plan. Turned out successful. And before we get too deep into this match, let me just make sure I'm marking down these wins and losses here. Hold on a second, sorry. I want to make sure that we don't lose any progress in terms of the ranking system. So Brooke Tessmacher is 0-2, and Mileena 1-1. AOP had a match earlier where they lost, so they go to 0-2, but Regal and Tajiri go to 2-1. And Al Snow, well, actually Finlay won. So Finlay's 2-0, Joker is 1-1, and then He-Man is 2-1, which means Al Snow is 1-2. The undercard continues with women's action. Next up here, we've got Hikaru Shida versus Bull Nakano. And I said earlier, I'm excited about this one, personally. This is a match, I feel like a few people could call this a dream match. It really is. It's like the old generation versus the young generation of Japanese superstars. And we're bringing it out here. Apparently somebody in the audience wants Bull Nakano to sit on their face. Hey man, whatever you're into. Campagna stretch by Bull Nakano. Off the ropes, Hikaru with a big flying dropkick. And a fist to the face. Nothing pretty about it. And nothing pretty about Bull Nakano either. It's not really my type, but I ain't judging. A fierce warrior nonetheless getting suplexed all the way outside the ring. Hikaru Shida bringing in a weapon. And it's not that kendo stick that she's so familiar with. In fact, it's a steel chair, and Bull Nakano trying to avoid that. Doesn't want to take any unneeded damage. Just step out of the way. Off the ropes. Another drop kick, and you ran right into that one. Bull Nakano looking to step up in the rankings quickly here. She feels like she kind of had an unfortunate opening contest with Ronda Rousey at the beginning of Season 8 here, but hey, man, the cards lay where they lay, you know? You're dealt the hand that you're dealt, and you got to deal with it. It's up to you to make the best of it here. And now, against Hikaru Shida, I don't want to hear no excuses. When you come to the undercard, you know that the level of competition is going to be as high as it can possibly be. And there's a couple of chops by Hikaru. Shida with the jumping suplex. Bull Nakano getting taught a lesson, even though she's the one with the most experience. Headbutt with that funky haircut. Going all the way up high, but no. Hikaru got to her feet. Had to change the plan there quickly, and Bull Nakano gonna have to adjust here with the submission applied.
5 minutes gone.
Give up. Give up.
Test of strength. I think Bull Nakano wins in the strength department 10 out of 10 times in this matchup, but it's not all about power. Sometimes it's about speed, and Hikaru, the faster of the two, dropping the steel chair right in the middle of the ring here. Bull Nakano might want to slow things down with that submission game again, but she's going to take her right to the center. Drop her on top of that chair. Submission hold applied, bending the knee backwards. And she knows there's no ropes. When you're in the middle of the ring, that's no man's land. There ain't no rope break for you there. You got to escape on your own will and merit. Misses the chair shot, but lands the knee. Picks up the chair again. What's it going to be? Ooh. Oh, boy. Suplex. Outside the ring goes Nakano. And Hikaru spanking her ass. We need more ass spanking in this show, apparently. Snapmare takes her down. This time, will she land it? Oh, no, she missed. Attempt of the leg drop. Nothing but a... Oh, drop those knees right to the steel chair. Nothing but a sore ass for Nakano off of that missed leg drop. And now she's got to turn this one on the other page here. Flip the script on this one. Neck breaker. Sleeper hold applied. Colonel Sanders going to check on that. Effective submissions by Bull Nakano. But Hikaru, quick to recover, and a nice escape off of that. And just going to drop her down with the Falcon Arrow. Did the deed. 1, 2. And I'm breathing heavy. Oh, boy. Again.
10 minutes gone.
The PTO.
Give up.
Bending your legs, your arms, everything. Just getting bent in the wrong direction. And that sounds more exciting than it is, I promise. Oh, God! Chair shot to the back of the head. But Nakano is built like a tank, and she's just going to slam you down in the center of the ring. And here again, with that submission applied,
Give up.
you don't have many choices. Get a tap out or get out. And the big leg drop. This time with a connection and a cover. 1, 2. And no. Uh-oh. Stolen signature Falcon Arrow by Nakano.
2, 3.
Yes! It got her the win. Whenever you see that red text on the screen here in Fire Pro, that means a stolen move has happened. It's a rare occasion, and that's the second one of the show. That's pretty crazy. We had the trifecta earlier. All we're missing from this episode is a critical knockout. And we might see it in the next match. So buckle your seatbelts and pull up to the next window, because it is Quinton Rampage Jackson from the UFC versus Ronald McDonald from the Mickey D's.
Fight!
Oh my goodness. We were looking forward to some crazy matchups here in the undercard, and I don't even know where to start talking about this one. Eye poke. Ronald McDonald, the most famous clown in the universe. This match currently being refereed by Colonel Sanders, and they've had minimal to no interaction, by the way. Maybe there's like a mutual respect between Ronald McDonald and referee Colonel Sanders. Maybe they're not. I thought they were going to get into it, you know, arguing about who has the best fast food, even though I think Taco Bell has the best, but the Chihuahua dog didn't make it to the roster, so. And Wendy ain't here either, unfortunately. Scoop slam there by Rampage. I bet Rampage Jackson loves McDonald's. That's probably his cheat food before a fight. You're allowed like one cheat meal before a big fight, and I guarantee you, Quinton Rampage Jackson loves a Big Mac. You know? Couple of fries, you get your chicken nugs. I gotta go to a McDonald's. I'm getting hungry. Kick to the face by Rampage. And Quinton Jackson getting elbowed down there by Ronald McDonald, a marketing genius. But is he a genius inside the ring? Not so far in this season. Counter blocked. Elbow delivered. Apparently McDonald's has delivery now. I don't know about DoorDash, but I know about pile drivers. Rampage throwing out some actual wrestling moves, even though he's not actually a wrestler. I'm sure he's watched it a few times. Off the ropes, stomping on him. That double cheeseburger stomp. You've delivered McDonald's via Uber Eats. Okay, it's Uber Eats then. I gotcha. And there's the ground and pound game from the MMA superstar. Quinton Rampage Jackson used to be a meme. Like him breaking the door on Ultimate Fighter was like one of the most viral clips on the internet ever. Because it is scary, dude. He tore that door to shreds like it was nothing. And that's what he's going to do here to Ronald McDonald. Elbow. I'm not just talking about the person in chat. I'm talking about the elbow that was delivered by Rampage Jackson. And Quinton Jackson got hit by a jawbreaker there. And if you eat too much McDonald's, you might have a broken jaw. Awkward matchup, but it's happening anyway, and a submission applied.
Give up.
The McFish. They got that fish fillet. Oop, went for the takedown, sidestepped it, missed, and here's a modified brainbuster by Rampage. That's kind of crazy. Ronald McDonald currently at 1-1. And Rampage Jackson also at 1-1 in the rankings. 1 win, 1 loss on each side. Cover. Somebody's going to 2-1 here. But not yet. Big Mac. He hit him with the Big Mac. And picked him right back up. No cover from Ronald off of that one. But wait a minute. He's got him stacked up like a double cheeseburger. On the shoulders, down to the mat. Welcome to the ball pit. Things are getting dangerous. Oh, no.
Give up.
That chicken wing stretch. That chicken wing face lock. The McDonald there has won matches that way before. Or at least one match. There's a guillotine. Rampage Jackson with the guillotine. Ronald kicking out of that. Fought his way out of that one. Big Mac dropped him down. Oh boy. This is not where you want to be. Not against this man. He's very dangerous. The ground and pound, the mount position. UFC 291 this weekend was absolutely crazy. I think it was one of the best UFC pay-per-views I've seen in a long, long time. Like, every fight was good. It was pretty wild. There was a lot of knockouts. So that's always fun to see. And there might be a knockout in this match. No, no, no! Uppercut! And forget you, says Rampage Jackson. Cover, but not even a 1 count. Misses the takedown. Ronald McDonald hits the Big Mac on Rampage. And now Rampage tossing him aside. Injured. Going slow. He might be hurt. Couple punches. Ronald McDonald no-sold it. And again, Rampage Jackson with the combo. The fury of strikes by Rampage. Dragon Whip. This is back and forth more than I thought it would be. Oh boy. Drop you down on the back of your head. Cover.
1, 2.
Big move, big kick out. Ronald McDonald still in this one. Big Mac again. Signature move, cover.
1, 2, 3.
And a pin. Get your Uber Eats today. They should pay me for that. 100% match evaluation. I don't know about that, but it was a close back and forth match. And now I have to add that one to the rankings. And we will start our main event here. It's going to be pretty big. It is the number 1 contender for the Undercard Championship. It is Bobby Lashley, the Almighty One, versus Judgment Day's Damian Priest. The winner of this match will face Luke Cage next week in our main event for that Undercard Championship.
Fight.
Here we go. No bets needed, but you can still root for who you want to. And I don't know who I would personally root for in this matchup. I'm a big fan of actually both of these guys right now. I've always been a fan of Bobby Lashley. I think he's got all the potential in the world and just, for some reason, has never capitalized on it. Oh, big knee to the face of Lashley right there by Priest. And Priest absolutely deserves to be in this main event position where he's at 2-0 in the rankings. It's only episode 5. We've got a long road ahead of us. We're not trying to rush things, but we want to see somebody step up here early on. And there's a fist to the face. Off the ropes. Don't want to run into the brick wall that is Bobby Lashley. Suplex reversal. There's the strength of the Almighty One. Nothing but power on the side of Bobby Lashley, and the sledgehammer almost out of desperation there by Damian Priest. Brawling outside of the ring here. Steel chair in play. Scoop slam. And he's just going to toss you like a small child. Just going to toss you around like you weigh nothing. Bobby Lashley, one of the strongest competitors on the roster. Elbow caught him there, and he's bringing in the chair. Season 8, Episode 5. Weapons are encouraged here in the undercard, and they're perfectly legal, and so is that knee directly to the face. Anything goes, and so will you. You're going right down to the mat. You're getting thrown around, and a atomic drop, and a suplex onto the chair. Followed up by a leg. Bobby Lashley with the combo and the spine buster. And here comes the spear! Lashley trying to end this one early. Rolling through the competition, and Damian Priest kicks out of a huge series of moves by Lashley. We love momentum. We love seeing the offense in order, move after move. We like it big. And there's a spin kick by Damian Priest. And a stretch muffler. And now Priest trying to get some offense in on this matchup. Main event here. Number 1 contender. That spot is going to mean a lot. You could become champion super early in the season, and that will set you up for success in the future. Hook the leg off of the Razor's Edge and a kick out. Damian Priest hit a big Razor's Edge there, and now here's a signature by Lashley. The stalling suplex. There's nothing you can do about it. The taunt. The muscles. And the full Lashley. The full Nelson. He was in the ropes a little bit. Break up. And here comes a running power slam. Bobby Lashley, every move in his arsenal is going to do so much damage. That was only a 2.5. And again, down will go Damian Priest off of this stalling suplex. He can hold you up there as long as he wants to. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh! Spear! To the groggy Priest. 1, 2. And somebody better call a church, because this Priest is in some trouble. And this is why Lashley is in the main event right now. He's so dominant when it comes to the competition. He's so dominant in all of his performances. And we've only seen him like 2 times so far. I can't wait to see what he does in the rest of the season. Wait a minute. Damian Priest went for the Razor's Edge. It got reversed. Cover on the reversal. 2, 3. Oh, boy. That was a little bit weird. But the damage had been done, and Damian Priest has been defeated. Bobby Lashley versus Luke Cage next week. That's a crazy matchup. 2 big men will be slapping meat next week. I'm excited to see it. So let's just go over the matches and the winners and things like that. Mileena defeated Brooke Tessmacher. William Regal and Tajiri defeated AOP. The Joker awkwardly lost to Finlay. He-Man hit Al Snow with the sword 2 times and cut him right in half. Bull Nakano got the win over Hikaru Shida. Ronald McDonald got the win over Rampage Jackson in what was the most back and forth match of the evening. And I think the winner of the show is Bobby Lashley, since he is officially number 1 contender. And again, I'll say it, will face Luke Cage for the Undercard Championship next week. It's going to be 2 massive men slapping meat. It's going to be a powerful matchup. And I'm sure we'll have some other title matches and some big matchups next week as well. Mankind has been released from the hospital. That sounds more like a threat than good news to me, to be honest. Mankind is insane. And I almost forgot he was on the roster. We got such a crazy roster this season. And I'll see you all next week. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.